I mentioned MacKinnon. I know that he didn't play last night. They have a couple games left, may not play again. They want to get him right. He's dogged with something. He's tied for the league leading points with Kucherov, who will conceivably pass him if he does play. I wonder where a guy like Nate, he's won a cup. He's also led the league in points. We know what's most important, but I wonder how bitter a pill even that is for him to maybe take.
He would decide it.
Yeah.
Is he worried at all? I mean, eyes on the prize.
Right?
No, I know, but it's
Bednar's not going to Nate and saying,
no,
we're not playing you.
No.
We got a huge series against Dallas starting 100%. Okay.
I think this is all about just being as ready as he can be for game one, and that's it. And I don't think the player is worried about the other stuff.
Are we okay with it? I'm fine. I feel like I'm okay with it right now because the standings are kind of. But if I'm a kid, from Saskatchewan, I don't even know where they're playing, but I got that was my Christmas present.
I get it.
To go watch Nate play in wherever.
Yeah, a lot of teams are doing it right now. Florida's sitting guys, obviously McKinnon here. What's going on in Edmonton?
Because we bitch about the NBA and go, this is a
difference,
joke.
though, is that they're doing it out of like load management. We're talking about guys that are hurt, and we're trying to get them a higher percentage of health. Guys just sitting for the sake of sitting.
That's not to say they can't play.
No, but what I'm saying, the NBA isn't that. The NBA is guys literally having days off because they're like, if you only played 4 games over this 10-day span, that's better.
Yeah.
His point is the same. It's a player that probably could play, but isn't. And we agree with that.
Can I interrupt? I get what you're saying, and they do it all year, and they call it load management. But let's be realistic. This is load management.
If it's game 7, he's playing for sure.
Right?
Like playoffs, he's playing.
So to say that they're all deathly ill, I'm not buying it. And I don't care. Well, I care because I'm curious. If I'm a kid from Saskatchewan that got a ticket and I don't get to watch Nate, I'm pissed.
I wonder what Gary thinks. Yeah, to that point.
Well, so that automatically is where my brain goes. Okay, what does the commissioner's office think of this? Because there has to be that value add. You know, you're selling tickets for $250, $300+ in certain markets, right? Especially if you're in a Canadian market and you've got Nate MacKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche coming through, guys are paying it. People will pay it. You know, you're right. Christmas presents, all that. Who doesn't want to watch Nate MacKinnon play? I think, though, that there's been more of an acceptability to what we're seeing now because of how condensed the schedule is. And I mean, you can't even practice anymore because there's no time in the calendar. So when guys get dinged up a little bit, you know, Rhett, these players aren't playing through stuff that you guys would have had to. You just would have played. You probably wouldn't even tell the training stuff. Like and now, and I'm not saying players are soft. No, it's just their approach to how they treat their bodies, all of that stuff is way, way, way different. But look, earlier this week, Ray Ferraro and I talked about this, but he sent me a list. He said, so Colorado earlier this week played without Gerard, Natchez, Colton, Drouin, Manson. We'll throw Landeskog into the mix because he's now on a conditioning stint. But the hope is that all of these guys would be available and playing next week. And if you look at the work of Chris MacFarland this year, 8 trades, he's 47 players.
That's a huge number.
47 players.
Yeah.
And it's all designed for what we're talking about right now. Yeah. The Stanley Cup playoffs looming. So, yeah, I mean, as much as it sucks for the kid from Saskatchewan who doesn't get to watch Nate MacKinnon, as long as he's good and healthy for the playoffs, then you'll watch him run there.
That kid just has to send Nate and the Avalanche letters saying, hey, I was hoping to see you.
Yeah, I want some free playoff tickets.
Little Jimmy, playoff tickets go on sale Tuesday. He'll be ready then. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long-form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And, of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.